Oh my god, you guys are lucky I changed shirts. I was just gonna raw dog this video with I spilt soup on myself straight down my shirt, and I was like, I don't care. And then I was like, alright, no, I kinda need to care. Just a little bit. Hi, my name's Chris, this is my couch, and I talk about books and various other things. Today, we're talking about books. And also my tiny adventure to the White Rabbit bookstore and cafe in Oregon City. I passed it a while ago and decided that I wanted to go in. Here's a couple of clips. Listen, gang, I'm breaking my book buying ban and I'm so sorry. Kind of. But also, I have not bought a book in a long ass time. Anyways, this is happening. Also, I'm at this beautiful fucking bookstore. Okay, we're in the back section of this very, very cute bookshop. Oh my god. Look, we found the Choose Your Own Adventure. Show me your adventure. We were just talking about these kinds of books and how we don't see them anymore. We have to get this one. Mm-hmm. Okay. Look at, there's so many. And it was a really great time. Very queer friendly. The two, I think, cashiers, but also baristas, were fucking phenomenal. Absolutely stellar folks. And I talked with my best friend and also my husband, because it is a bookstore and a cafe, and I just wanted to go check it out. And I was not in the mood for a hot drink, and I don't like cold brew, unfortunately. And so I didn't get any coffee or anything there. But my buddy did and said it was great. But my husband was like, honey, just get a book. And I was like, no, I'm on my book buying ban. And I'm very adamantly staying firm on that, and he was like, honey, you're at a bookstore and a cafe that we've talked about going to, you are with your friends, we're supporting a local space, so we worked out a thing. I did get a couple of books. Let me show you what I got, and let's talk about something else I purchased a while ago that is technically a comic that I purchased specifically for my collection, because this is a collector item. And I happened to find it on eBay, and I spent some money on it and did some bidding, and I won it. I haven't actually opened the order yet, because I was gonna do it specifically for camera. Again, this is a collector item. Dutch Bros specific. I've mentioned that I have the original, Dutch Bros comics from when they did their free releases, 2013. So, oh my god, I'm really bad at opening packages, I'm sorry. So, and I didn't open this beforehand, so you're gonna just have to deal with it. So, came in some construction paper, that's so funny. Oh, this is not in good condition. That's a shame. I mean, mine aren't in great condition either, so it's not the end of the world. I managed to get my hands on the 4th edition of the Dutch Bros Freedom Fighters. I believe this is the last edition they released. The only one I am currently missing is edition 3, and I have not found anyone that has it. So, I've checked eBay. I gotta check, Pango's like a new site. I've never been on it. Tell me if that's reputable. So I did pick this up. This came in a long time ago. I set it up there to do it in a video when I was ready to do it, and today's gonna be the day. Since I did purchase a couple of books, I'm gonna show you what I got. Does this mean that I am done on my book buying ban? No, this was one of those exceptions that I was very, very hell-bent on not purchasing any books, and my husband and friend were like, dude, just pick some up. And then, two of these me and my husband agreed on, and we'll get to that. But this one was a collector's thing. I bought this. Yes, technically it's a book. Yes, it's a comic. Technically I broke my book going ban. This is a collector thing specific for me, because these are really hard to get your hands on. So that was my cool collector's purchase. So I went to the White Rabbit, and I told everyone multiple times on this channel and myself that if I ever purchased books, that the first thing I was going to do was going to purchase Monk and Robat by Becky Chambers, because I ended up borrowing it from a friend, read it, it's changed my entire worldview. I talk about that book all the time. I went to this local bookstore, they had a Psalm for the Wild Built, and they did not have a Crown for the Prayer Shy, and they didn't have the book in duels, and so I decided not to purchase a prayer for the Wild Built. and decided that I was going to, same day, go to another bookstore and pick up Monk and Robot. And that is exactly what I did. So after The White Rabbit, I literally went straight to my local, the closest bookstore to my apartment, which is Barnes & Noble, and I picked up Monk and Robot by Becky Chambers, which everyone knows that this was going to be the very first book I purchased when I purchased books. I tried to purchase local. They didn't have it. I went and picked it up same day. And I literally walked into Barnes & Noble, browsed quite a bit, and only left with this book because this was the book that I was after. This is the only thing I technically went in with. This is what I wanted. This is what I got. I own it. I'm thrilled. I can't wait to reread it. I still think about this book all the time. If I could recommend any book to absolutely anyone, it would be this book. The world has changed. We're very much in a solar punk era. Robots have a consciousness given to them by a higher being, and you are a non-binary T-Monk who makes contact with the first robot in, like, a couple centuries. And it follows their adventures together, and the themes in this are spectacular. The writing is incredible. The world building is well thought out. There is not enough praise for this book. I can't wait to read it again, and I want to do a very detailed breakdown of this book when I finish reading it a second time. So, I picked this up. Of course, it cost me $19. And I will be transparent about pricing. This cost me 19 bucks. Sweet. Well worth the $19. Seriously, I don't stop thinking about that book. I'm so excited to reread it. Next up, my husband convinced me. I was over in the horror section of The White Rabbit in Oregon City, and I came across a T. Kingfisher book. As you know, T. Kingfisher, Travis Baldree, and Andrew Joseph White are instant buys for me when it comes to any of their books. And I came across Wolfworm by T. Kingfisher, which is another horror novel by her. I noticed I do prefer T. Kingfisher's horror writing over their, I guess, like, fantasy and, like, romance. There's a couple of, like, romance writing stuff that she's done. I definitely prefer the horror writing, so I picked this one up. It was between this and Paladin's Grace, and then Swordheart, I believe it's called. I'll put them up on the screen, because those were also there, and I considered picking those up, but then I decided to just go with one book, and I will come back to those eventually, of course, when I am, ready to purchase more books, which these were really crazy. So this one was my one purchase from that I wanted specifically. And a while ago, me and my husband talked about, do you guys remember the books where it was Choose Your Own Adventure? You're like reading it and then it'd be like, oh, do you take the left door or the right door? And then you take the right door and it goes, flip to page 42. And there's like always 15 different images. We were talking about how we don't ever see those types of books anymore. And while we were at this cute little book cafe, my husband goes, babe, you gotta come see this, and brings me Choose Your Own Adventure 26 Moon Quest. And I about geeked out. I was like, oh my gosh. He goes, babe, we gotta get it. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, then he found more of them. So this one was our joint pick. And then my husband brought me this one. This is his pick. We got one about Mothman. So, and it's really fun because, like, some of these, like, Moon Quest has, like, it's 15 different endings, but it has quite a few longer format ones. And then, like, the Mothman one, you can just, like, die so early, or, like, the book can just end really, really quickly. So, it was fun to see their little spider webs of stuff. So, yeah, those were the 3 books I picked up. It wasn't like a terribly long drive to get there, but it's definitely like one that if we go back, it's going to be pre-planned. We planned to go this time, and we had a great time. Everyone there was lovely. This bookstore was great. We had a great time. Right, gang? Yeah. Oh, and then my buddy was telling me about this Ghost Adventure tour he went on for Oregon City, like, way back in the day. And then he was like, oh, there's, like, the ghost tunnel over here. And he was giving us some, like, fun facts about it. And so here's some clips from the ghost tunnel, us walking over to the ghost tunnel. Wade told us? No, go ahead. No, Wade told us that there was a haunted fucking tunnel back here. And now we're walking in it. Alright, gang. What do you mean the light turns on?
On at night, but it turns on at night when it welcomes you in, and then when you leave, it turns off.
Oh, that's so... Oh, what? That's so weird.
It's not a sensor light. It just turns on randomly.
This is a very short tunnel, friend. There's so many fucking cobwebs. This is a haunted tunnel, I guess? Hello. And then while we were coming back to leave, so there's like a highway and the tunnel's here, and there is a turn to the highway. There is no walk signal here. It's on. And most of the highway people go this way, but it slows down because you go like straight into the heart of Morgan City. And so we looked both ways, and I stepped out, and a car took the turn going way faster than any of the cars should be. And I literally could have like put my hand out 6 inches and touched the car. I thought my husband was gonna have a heart attack. I just remember black flying in front of me, and I was like, oh shit. And my adrenaline spiked so fucking hard. We got back to the car, and everyone was like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, what the fuck? I had almost gotten taken out by a black fucking Prius. And God be damned, I will not be killed by a damn Prius, okay? That was, absurd. That car had to have taken that corner doing 45. At no point should they have been driving that fast, especially knowing what the speed limit is coming into Oregon City. So that was a little bit of a sketchy moment. Glad I'm still alive. Glad I'm still making videos. But overall, we had a great time. And I dropped my buddy off at work, and then we went and got my other book. And then I went home. And then edited. But yeah, those are my books and my collector comic that will be swiftly going up with the other 2. And then I have been stalking eBay. If I come across the Dutch Bros Freedom Fighter comic issue 3, I will be bidding on that. Again, that's a collector thing for me. If you happen to have the Dutch Bros Freedom Fighter comic number 3, they aren't worth a ton of money, but I will pay you for it. Comment down below if you have issue number 3. I will pay you. It's like really hard to find, and I think a lot of it's just people don't realize that they have it, or they don't realize that someone could be potentially looking for it. I'm looking for it. If you have an issue, I will pay you $20 and the shipping to ship it to me. Please. Oh my goodness. I'll do it. So that was my short little book haul and my little summary of that cute little cafe I went to. If you happen to be driving through Oregon City, or happen to live near Oregon City, or just want to take a trip to Oregon City, I highly recommend the White Rabbit Cafe and Bookstore. There's an official name for it. My brain sucks. It was a great place. I do recommend it. It is mainly all street parking, and you do have to pay to park on the street. Just a heads up, it's like $2 for 2 hours. We didn't have any issues parking, to be completely honest. Yeah, that's it. That's what I had. These are my beautiful books and my collector's ink comic. I'm so excited about this. Okay. And then yeah, my beautiful books. I'm so excited. I don't think you guys understand. If you get the chance to, like, get this from your local library, I literally will never stop recommending this book. I truly think a lot of people could benefit from the lessons learned here. Give it a read, really. This book. Anyways, yeah, those are my books. I am excited to get to this one. This is gonna be, I'd love to say I want to add this higher to my totem pole, but I am still trying to get through the books that have been sitting on my shelf for longer. So, this one will sit. I also tend to read T. Kingfisher and Andrew Joseph White and Travis Baldree when I get into reading slumps, or I've gotten, like, I've DNF'd multiple books or had, like, a couple of bad books in a row. Then I reach for those books because I know they're going to be good. I'm currently reading Andrew Joseph White because I had DNF'd 2 books back to back prior to that. And so, we started that book, and it's been fucking spectacular. And that's probably... It's a book I'd love to do a book breakdown on, but because of the graphicness of the themes, I don't think it will do great on the YouTube algorithm, because I would probably have to rate it as like made for 18 and up, just because the themes are so aggressive. So if that is something that you want to see, I'll gladly do a book breakdown of Andrew Zescher What You Weren't Meant to Be Human, and let me know, because I will absolutely do a book breakdown if there's a demand for it. It will be rated 18 plus, so like there will be like an explicit warning from YouTube that comes up that's like, hey, just a heads up. Yeah, my husband would be like, don't do that. You're like shadow banning yourself basically, or whatever it's called. I don't know. Hey, careful, don't get your claw stuck on the couch. Also, if you've noticed that part of my couch cushion's gone, that's because it's on the other side of my house, because my cats all decided to, I promise I'm a good cat parent, all my cats decided to make themselves sick by trying to eat half of a cream cheese ragoon out of a bowl I left in the sink. Apparently one of my cats decided that they were gonna get on the counter, pull half-eaten cream cheese ragoon out of a bowl, and then everyone decided to eat on it, and then everyone decided to throw up all over the house this morning, and one of those happened to be on my brand new couch. So, work in progress. I actually can't remove the cushion around the couch, which is disappointing. So, it's been a lot of carpet stain remover. There was like a lot of cat throw up this morning. Everyone's fine, everyone's eaten food, drank water, nobody's having any more signs, but, like, it was so clear that everyone had eaten part of a cream cheese ragoon, so... that had been sitting in the sink for, like, a day and a half. 2 days. Nobody grill me. God forbid I leave something in the sink. I'm yapping. You guys are here. I don't know why. I'll catch y'all on the next one.